Hi everyone, I'm Rahquel Star. I want to tell you a little bit about Bliss Burn. I'm one of the collaborators and founders of this wonderful gathering. We're in our second year. Our first year was a wonderful success. Everybody loved it, felt like they were in a field of collaboration, creativity, heart-centeredness, beautiful nature, and so much more. And about us producers, the majority of us are part of the Burning Man culture. We have abided by and experienced the power of their principles. They have changed our lives, and thus we wanted to bring the culture of the burn here to Costa Rica and create our own version of it that's in harmony with our environment and with our culture here. So I want to tell you a little bit about our principles. We have 10 main principles based on those of Burning Man, like I was saying, but yet evolved. So the first one is harmonic inclusion. What this means is that everyone is welcome from all walks of life, all ages, all values and traditions. We are all here together from all parts of the world to share about our experiences in life, to interact from the heart, and to welcome each other without taking anything from a space of expectation or personally, but rather from a space of camaraderie, honor, and respect. Next, we've got generosity. So what this means is that we aren't focused on any monetary exchange. We're not expecting a trade or a barter. We're not expecting to share one of our skills in return for something else, but rather we come from a free-spirited place where everything is abundant and we can share our gifts, our skills, our talents, our wisdom with each other from a space of natural desire rather than from a space of pressure or trying to produce anything. And what this yields is a space of very expanded and elevated creativity, new synergy, and inspiration. Then we've got the stimulation of our local and micro economy. So we concentrate on being in interaction and collaboration with our local neighbors, the local farmers, the local little stores and growers, and with our local tribes and from people around Costa Rica as well as from around the world to foster a space of thriving in our environment. Then we've got empowered autonomy. So this is based on radical self-reliance. So even though we support each other here to thrive, we do encourage that we can each be self-reliant, in charge of ourselves, understanding our own needs, being able to take care of ourselves while we're here. This is a camp out gathering, and so we understand how to camp here in the forest. We bring our supplies, our resources, our food, even though there's also a kitchen and other amenities. We learn how to take care of ourselves and by nature be able to help others to do the same. Then we've got authentic self-expression. So this is all about being in tune with who we really are, having the freedom and the safe space in which to share our creative ways, how we want to dress, how we want to express ourselves, what we want to do with our space and time. How do we want to truly, authentically express our purpose and our passion in our interaction with others? Because this is outside of what we call the default world. Here is a cultivation space where we could create a new vision for a new type of living, a new earth kind of construct, where it comes from a space of passion, purpose, and true self-expression, always in harmony with everyone around us. Then we've got the self-organized principle. So this means that even though there's a group of us that are producing per se, this whole gathering is made up of circles of people who have a certain type of interest, passion, purpose, or skill. For instance, we have a green team, we have the Red Moon Temple, we have the Sacred Fire, we have the workshops, we've got the healing sanctuary, we've got the DJs and musicians, we've got the art installations, we've got the effigy and the conclave, and we've got the matriarchs and honoring all of our elements and so much more. And all of these are self-organized, and then we come together and we collaborate. So we share our values and our visions with respect with each other, and we synergize and create such a space of harmonic balance. Then we have cultural earth agreements. It's very important to us to honor this earth, to be really present and grounded here, and with that, the cultures that surround us that have been here for many years. We invite elders from various tribes, from here and around Costa Rica to come and share their traditions and their wisdom, to give talks, to guide us through rituals and practices. This way we can bring forward all these traditions and expand on them in our new conscious way of living. We also honor with this the seasons. We're going to be in the equinox during our burn on March 21st, so we're going to be celebrating the spring equinox. We're also going to honor the divine masculine and feminine energies inside all of us with special celebrations. Then we've got leave an intentional trace. So based on the leave no trace, this one encompasses leaving no trace in the sense that whatever we pack in to bring, we can pack out. At the same time, we encourage everyone to be eco-supportive in what you bring. Leave all the packaging behind, recycle it, bring things that you can share that are natural. We have a composting, we have a whole green team, so there will be places for things that are burnable, plastics to be repurposed. We have a whole program for reusing and resourcing materials, upcycling them so that we don't leave traces. At the same time, with the intentional trace, we are building sacred temples, we're building garden sanctuaries, natural nests, new structures, eco-conscious structures, so that we can have more spaces to gather, share our wisdom, and celebrate. Then we have consent, so important. So where does consent start? Within ourselves. First we learn what are our needs, what are our boundaries of our own self, what does our body need, what's going on with our emotions, what's going on in our heart, what kind of thoughts are we having? Are they helpful thoughts? Are they thoughts that are supportive to everyone? Are they thoughts that we can compassionately ask for a clearing about or a transformation about? And then from there we can go into the world and act with others. So here in this entire ground we have people of all ages, and we very much respect consent. When it's a mutual yes for an activity or interaction, then great, we could go ahead with the yes. If it's a no, we absolutely respect that. There's no reason to take anything personally. If it's a maybe, it's also like a no. We just wait and give space, and each person decides for themselves what's most important for them to be experiencing and sharing. And so everything we do, even inside of all the rest of the principles, is from the context of consent. Then we have finally immediacy, or pura vida, mae, like we say here in Costa Rica. So by immediacy, we mean that we are right here in the moment. We're not trying to be on our cell phones or computers or distracted. We're taking every moment to ground on this sacred earth, to breathe fully into our bodies, to feel our hearts, to establish eye contact and rapport with each other, to be able to share with clear, authentic communication how we're feeling, what we're thinking, and equally being receptive and listening in a heart-centered space with everybody else. This is a space for big celebration. We're all about celebrating. There's going to be all kinds of ways we could celebrate here. Music, art, kids activities, DJs, performances, all kinds of healing workshops and classes, and gorgeous nature, rivers, waterfalls, forests. And the skies, the cosmos, there's so much to celebrate here. And as we Costa Ricans like to say, pura vida, it's pure life here. It's such a thriving, vibrant vortex of energy here. Mae is a typical Costa Rican expression, but also for here in Bliss Burn, MAE stands for music, art, and education. And that's what we're all about too. So you will get to experience that in honor of Antoine Bonsort, the father of this foundation of creation in this land. He was all about music, art, and education. So there's going to be all about that here. And this is a collaborative effort. Everybody that comes gets to explore, but also be a guardian and share wisdom and synergize, so we can all elevate into the flow state together, so we can harmonize and have a beautiful time. So thank you for listening to this, and I'm glad that you'll now have more of an understanding about what we're about and our principles, so that when you get here you can fully immerse and feel the vibe. See you at Bliss Burn soon. Namaste.